What's up? What's up? And we here with another episode of Marley's sneaker vlog. You know what I'm saying? I just did a review on the Pumas RSXs, but we really gonna get down to business. All right, we gonna get down to business bothering me. Sorry, I have a little slight OCD. These shoes are my prized possessions, okay? So in the midst of 12 season, you got the Taxi 2.0s, I should say. But no, really, we have the Royalty 12s coming out in a couple of weeks. And that's gonna be like I think that's gonna be one of the biggest but true to OG shoe that releases the entire year. Because I know what Michael Jordan is deciding to do is mess with us. Like, instead of releasing the OGs, we're just going to release the OGs with like different colors. For example, you got the Royalties coming out, the 3s that's coming out next year. Are those called the Ghost 3s? Can't even get to my head right now, but the Ghost 3s, I think that's what they're called. Cement 3s. Yeah. So I can see that Mr. Jordan is like, don't give him no back in the day. The playoffs are coming out next year too. But you know, we're not even there yet. So they're probably gonna get pushed back to like summertime. But for right now, the 12s, I see some 12 circulating around. I know they out. I'm just not going to. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay $400 to get that shoe early. I'm gonna try to get it off of retail. I'm gonna try my best. But if I can't, I'm like, forget it. I guess I'll just pay whatever price it is. But anyway, I was feeling real peachy, real nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I'm trying to move for some 12s. So I do have a couple of 12s. I got the Masters. I got the white and gray with the red accent. That came out about 2 years ago. Are those called the Wolf Gray 12s? Damn, my memory is shot. Like, I think I smoked too much. Anyway, so yeah, I have those. I have the all red. I got the all red 12s. Then I have the winterized 12s. And then I got the taxis. Of course, like, I feel like if you have 12s, you're going to need the taxis. Like, any 12 you have, you gotta have at least the flu games, the playoffs, or the taxis, or all three. Or the cherry reds. You can't forget about the cherry reds. See, I was going to cop them, but see, my girlfriend's brother was selling his shoes, and he was like, yeah. Oh, there is a critter. There's a little baby spider on my shoe. Dang, man, I hate the fall. Anyway, so y'all seen that? They try to copy me. I don't even like spiders now. I feel like, anywho, so yeah, I was like, dang, man, you trying to sell them jumps? You can't even fit them jumps. He like, nah, use mine. I was like, oh, I respect that. I highly do. But anyway, he did bless me though. He did bless me. Now with these, I was kind of surprised, and I actually forgot about these Jones. So forgive me, my shoelaces are drying. I didn't want to put them in, but yeah. Oh, I know you guys remember these. Obsidian 12s, baby. When these Jones come out. 2012. You know what I was doing in 2012? I was in school, college. I think it was my graduated 2009. 12, 19, yeah, my third year of college. Yep. Yep. And I think the Obsidian 13s came out, and that's what made me remind myself about these. And I'm like, the Obsidian 12s, they were definitely a sleeper shoe. A lot of people, let me tell y'all something. I remember when people wasn't really buying Jordans like that, and it wasn't around the time about 2012, 2013. And like when these came out, I just knew these Jones was gonna be sold out. I just knew they was. But nobody really bought them. And then when they started getting hyped, that's when everybody got them. And of course, me saying, oh, well, you know, they're not going to sell out. Nah, they sold out. These Jones sold out. Everybody had these Jones eventually. So, especially in the DMV, I'll tell you that much. And I was kind of upset because I was like, dang, I wanted them, but I couldn't get them. I went back to the store. They was gone. Like, all sizes gone. So, anyway, so yeah, he was selling like, my brother was selling like all his like size 7s. So, I'm a 6.5. 7. So I said, how much for these? He said, okay. And you know what's crazy? Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all how you know this shoe is old. Look at that. Look at that. 109, bruh. If Jordan still sold his shoes for $109, I will have every single pair of Jordan that ever came out from today and from years ago. I swear, like my whole house, I will need a whole nother like house for my shoes. 109, bruh. And then way back when, I guess because, you know, I was working at like Shoppers over there at a freaking grocery store. Like, that was nothing. That's nothing. $100 for some J's? That's nothing. That's easy, swipe. Here you go. You can have that. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, man, Obsidian 12s, you cannot go wrong. And then for the fact that these are used, of course they got a little dents on them, but it ain't nothing to get them out. It ain't nothing. These Jones still fresh, bruh. These Jones still, even down to the bottom, bruh. Like the blue, I love like the shade of Obsidian blue. I didn't cop the Obsidian 13s because I just felt like I wasn't gonna wear them. I was like, there's no point in me buying them. And then these popped up. And I was like, cool. So, yeah. I'm definitely going to get these freshened up. Just a little tad, you know, a little paint job. You know what I'm saying? Just a little tad of a paint job. Maybe get this off a little bit. Get a little English paint. You know what I'm saying? But for it to be damn near 8 years old, 9 years old, these is some good quality. See, this is when Michael Jordan used to come out with shoes that used to last. Nowadays, unless you getting like some 1s or maybe some 4s, 13s, man, the quality of the shoes is trash. But these, man, I feel like I just got these like last year. So yeah, definitely a good cop, a good sale for used shoes. I don't have no problem buying a used shoe now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know these dead stock are going for at least 700. Size 7, at least 700. So yeah, these are a great cop. Can't go wrong with the Obsidian 12s. Especially with 12 seats coming out. Go ahead and add these to my collection. Get some little paint or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with that. So alright, and the next shoe we got. Now these shoes right here are like, I wanted these, but I didn't get them. I ain't had no boo. I ain't had no friends for real. Of course, my mother wasn't buying me no shoes at the age that I was when these Jones came out. But anyway, let me just go ahead and just show you, stop rapping. I got these from Flight Club. Shout out to Flight Club. I get all of my shoes from Flight Club. I do not get anything from GOAT. I don't get anything from StockX. People like, oh, check StockX. No, I'm going to Flight Club. And Flight Club had my Hyper Jade. See, y'all see, I already won. Hyper Jade 12s. And yes, these were authenticated with my favorite little Flight Club sign that they have in my Flight Club that they always have. I love that joint. I don't know who had these shoes. Like, who had these joints? These joints came out in 2016, bruh. Now, with the Hyper Jade, Air Jordan 12, Retro, GG, we got black, metallic silver, and Hyper Jade, size 6.5. Man, I wanted these, of course. Everybody wanted them because they resembled the Gamma Blues. And I remember when the Gamma Blues were like a huge colorway. And of course, I didn't get the Gamma Blues. Second of all, yeah, Hyper Jades. You can't go wrong with the Hyper Jades. Now, I wanted the white versions of these, but those sold out quicker than these. And I swear everything, I wanted these shoes when I was younger. And I just knew that I was gonna have these in my collection. Like, I just knew these was gonna pop. And I especially love the Hyper Jade because I had like this old Grizzly jersey from like when I was like a teenager, and I knew these Jones was gonna go good with it. I don't have that jersey anymore. I lost that joint. But yeah, like, these were my prized possessions. Like, I really wanted these because, of course, like I said, I wanted the Gamma Blues. But these came out fresh. These are, of course, dead stock. I only probably wore them once because I was just super pressed. So the shoelaces are out. But yo. Like, these is fresh. These, I only paid $40 over retail. I copped these for like $170, and they were actually like $160, but you know, taxes and all that good stuff, so I only paid like $160, $170 for them. $180 the most. I really can't remember how much I paid for these joints, but I know I paid at least $160 or $170 for these joints. I remember about a couple of months ago, these joints was going for $300. I was like, hell no. What do I look like? What do I look like? Paying $300 for some old school shoes that's not even like Gammas. Like, it's like, so I was like, okay. And then I kept like checking periodically, still 300, 280, 300, 280, 300, 280. I'm like, nah, that's dead. Then one day, like, looking around with 12s or whatever, just seeing what Flight Club had to see, you know, if they got some old school 12s, trying to see maybe how much the Blue Games might be, how much, you know, the Cherry Waves might be. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and check to see, woo. And then, long and behold, these Jones said 150. I was like, oh yeah, that's a definite cop. I cop instant. You know what they say, life too short, buy those shoes. Man, I'm trying to tell you, these Jones was only, like, they were going for damn near retail. Like, if you, like, come on, man, like, you can't beat that. For a shoe that came out 6 years ago to be under $200, that's a hype shoe at that, a colorway that you don't see no more. You're not going to see this colorway, not at all. And unless they re-release them, or if they re-release the Gamma Blues and stop releasing all these colorways anyway. Anywho, but yeah, definitely though a great cop for me. It definitely brings a lot of nostalgia with it. I just love 12s. Is actually one of my favorite shoes. Like, 12s are like my top three. 1s, 3s, 12s, man, 13s too. But we'll get to that countdown later. Anyway, but yeah, Hyper Jade 12s, size 6.5, old school, dead stock. Shout out to Flight Club. So yeah, it won't be a complete vid if I didn't show y'all on foot. that's my review for my Gamma Blue. I mean, I'm sorry, for my Hyper Jade 12s and my Obsidian 12s. So that's probably all the 12s I probably will buy until the royalties come out. So hopefully I get them, Johnson. If I do, and I will get them, of course. And what I do, you probably can find you a video now with them. Probably, most likely, because I don't have a special plug for me to get shoes early. I do have a great shoe plug, but you know, when she move up, I'm moving up too. So yeah, definitely shout out to all my sneakerheads. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking your time out. I don't want to hold y'all up too much longer. I ain't trying to wrap y'all up too much. So yeah, shout out to all my new people. Shout out to all my returning people. Shout out, you know, y'all mean a lot, man. For real, for real. So yeah, man, to all my sneakerheads, man. Like I said, buy those shoes. Life is short. Peace.